some guy from marketing came in and said, no, you got to call it JavaScript and it has to look like Java. So he changed a bunch of things, wrote the whole thing in a couple of weeks. And yeah, it shows. There are some weird edge cases, there are some strange syntax things, and some missing features that we might really like to have in a programming language. So if you love writing JavaScript, cool. I'm not going to try to change your mind. That's fine. But I like writing Clojure. I like working in a higher level functional programming language, and I want to write apps that can target these places that JavaScript is. So that's why I want to write ClojureScript. So why Clojure? If you were in Alex's talk, you saw a lot of motivations for why Clojure exists and why we like it. I'll go over a couple of reasons that I find particularly useful in JavaScript. And interestingly enough, the immutable data structures end up being one of the most powerful features. Clojure, the language on the JVM, was designed in part to address problems with concurrent programming in large multi-threaded applications. Now, that's usually not the case of what we're dealing with in JavaScript. JavaScript is single-threaded by definition, and so it really doesn't have concurrency in that sense. But JavaScript does still have issues with time and change. Think about callbacks. JavaScript has lots of callbacks, especially when you're working in the browser. And it can be, how often have you ever been confused because by the time a callback was invoked, something has changed? Some piece of, some data that it depends on has changed from underneath it. You can get yourself into a lot of trouble that way. So having a